My name is Josh Allen. I'm a 16-year-old from the United States, and I've been mountain biking for about 6 years. Recently, I was in Hawaii for a wedding when a friend of mine challenged me to climb Mauna Kea, so we rushed to get a bike that night, and at midnight, I started to ride.
Alrighty, what do we need to do here? It's midnight 00 exactly.
Yeah.
Start Strava, start GPS. Here we are leaving Waikoloa Village. Turning left on the main road. Going to Mauna Kea.
My dad wanted to see me ride it even more than I wanted to ride it. He had previously raced road bikes, and so he offered to drive behind me and give me snacks and then video the whole thing. So we left straight from our hotel about 800 feet above sea level.
Okay, here's Josh on the Waikoloa Village climb, just out of the Waikoloa Village, heading up to Mauna Kea volcano, or maybe Mauna Loa. We'll decide which one we're going to do when we get there, but here he is on the road.
To start, I had no idea what I was getting into or how high I could even get. I had slept less than 2 hours that night, and I really had no idea what I was getting into. I knew it was like the hardest climb in the world, but I didn't really care because, well, like I had never road biked before. Alright, the biggest challenge at first was by far the road bike. It was super unfamiliar and uncomfortable, and the gearing was super low, so it felt really unnatural, and I was just grinding in first gear basically the whole entire way.
How's it feeling?
I feel great.
Feel good?
Yeah.
How's the bike feel?
It's really stiff. And the handlebars are all weird
Yeah.
for what I'm used to.
Yeah.
It's comfortable a little bit.
You'll get used to it pretty quick, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Are you able to push your gear? I mean, push your bigger gears? You pushing small gears up this incline?
On the 8%
Yeah.
grade back there, I was already in first gear.
Okay, well, it may be a tough climb for you then.
Yeah. And let me see. Yeah, I'm in second right now.
Gotcha. Well, that's all right. Let's get warmed up to that bike.
Yeah.
Get your body warm. You need a windbreaker or anything?
Not at all, no. It feels so nice out here.
Oh, the temperatures couldn't be better. It's perfect
Yeah,
right here.
It feels great.
Every half hour or so, I would stop and eat something. It seemed like peanut butter sandwiches were my favorite. I ate as many as I could, and then I would keep a supply of like Cliff Bars and fruit snacks in my pocket and just snack on those the entire way up.
All right, he's looking strong. The Cliff Bars kicking in. We have 22 miles at this pace, which is about 6 to 8 miles an hour. Complete grind, probably anywhere between 6 and 10% average grade through here. At this rate, I'm predicting that we will be at the main turnoff at approximately 5:45, 5:30, 5:45, which puts us an hour ahead of sunrise. Yeah, it'll put us about 1 hour 15 minutes before sunrise. That's good because it's cold until that sun comes up. Really cold. You like the headlights on or off?
Right now,
Yeah,
they're off.
I know, but what do you like?
I don't care. This is nice, but probably not for too long. You got a car back?
Yep.
Alright, we started at 68 degrees and ended at 28, and so unlike most rides, I was adding layers every hour or so, and I didn't actually have any gloves, so I was just tying t-shirts around my hands trying to keep them warm. So yeah.
Okay, he's all blacked out now. Tied on 2 t-shirts around the handlebars that he could shove his hands into to try to keep his hands warm. He has 3 layers up on top, and he has my sweat leggings. It looks like a grandma here, but yeah, we're just trying to stay warm as best we can.
We cruised up the first 35 miles in 5.5 hours, and I'd felt really good up to this point and climbed already 6,000 feet. And this was where we had to make the decision to climb Mauna Kea or Mauna Loa. And I decided Mauna Kea because I knew I'd never be back and I didn't want to have any regrets.
Woohoo! Dude, you made it to the Mauna Kea access road. Look at that bad boy.
Great.
Huh? Can't really read it, but there it is, Mauna Kea access road. Josh is gonna get warm. Let me grab my phone, take a picture of it. There's our support vehicle. This GoPro doesn't do very well in light, but there's Josh eating a banana. All right, refuel.
What time is it?
It is 5:27. Yeah, we're actually early. I was saying 5:30, 5:45, but we're early, which means we'll have a beautiful sunrise.
Like an hour and a half till sunrise.
And then once the sun comes, you're going to be climbing in the cold. And once the sun comes up, I think you're going to be popping layers off.
Well, this is where the hard part starts.
This is where the hard part starts, yeah. Fuel up. Hoorah! We got some sun coming up. Look at there. Look at those clouds. Woohoo!
The following 5 miles were harder than all the previous ones combined. I slowly started to suffer, but then the sun came out and boosted my energy just to be able to look around and not see darkness. Something interesting that makes Mauna Kea the hardest climb in the world is starting at sea level. Not just is it a lot of climbing, but you start with 100% oxygen. By the top, you lose 40% of that, making it extremely hard to breathe. Rangers force everyone to stop and climatize before they are allowed to summit. However, I was allowed to bypass this because my hometown and regular training are at higher elevations already.
Alright, folks. Pictures just don't do this justice. It's hard to see your surroundings. You don't really know where you're at. It's kind of barren. This is steep. You just look at his pedal stride, his stroke. You can tell it's steep. He's standing on them. How you feeling?
Pretty tired.
Yeah.
This is the steepest. This is 17%.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is steep.
You're doing good. Don't forget to eat. Stop and pound a few blocks if you have to.
Yeah, I will.
There's a little pull out up here if you need, but
Perfect.
and to them. Says it's about 17% grade right here on the road. And I believe it may be even a little bit more right now. This may be some of the steepest parts.
At around mile 39 or 40, the road suddenly turned to dirt, and we knew this was coming, but it was nothing like what we expected. It was impossible to ride on a road bike because there's like this much silt on top of the road, and the skinny tires just couldn't get any traction. So we were forced to load into the car and drive up about 5 miles until that section ended. So if you ever ride Mauna Kea, please rent a mountain bike too, so you can ride that section. But I couldn't, so I paused all my trackers for that section, and so there's no cheating on my stats, don't worry.
Okay guys, well there's 5 miles of sandy road that frankly wasn't a dirt road that was hard packed. It had an inch or two of sand on it. Started to really just get slippery, no traction for a road bike. So what I decided to do was drive the 5 miles of dirt road here with Josh in the car instead. So that's what we're doing. We're gonna go up here and see if there's some more asphalt. We'll skip this 5 mile section. It's very steep. It's also really slick. All right, so there's our 5 miles of dirt road. Let's do a quick, wow. Whew. Let's do a quick elevation check. Where are we at here? We are sitting at 11.8. Need food? Calories?
I just ate a sandwich, so I think I'll be alright.
Sure.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's see a little pull up.
I started riding again at mile 45, although my tracker said 40 because I'd paused it for the dirt road. And the next 5 was arguably the hardest in I've ever done. It was super steep and I was just grinding first gear that entire time.
On the dirt road. At this point I am worried about him. He says he's good on calories, but you never know. And he's cold. And yeah, here we go. Here we go. He says
I really started suffering and could hardly ride in a straight line. It was about 7:30 in the morning and I was drifting all over the road. I was only going about 2 or 3 miles an hour, like at my max, and it was almost a 20% grade. So I just felt like throwing up from the altitude, and I just started feeling horrible that whole time.
you got it. He's starting to suffer pretty good here. We're at 12.4, 12.5 with 4 miles to go and 1,500 in elevation. I'm towing him up. It's really cold out there right now. I think we're somewhere in the 28, 29 degree range. He's riding without gloves, but he's under stress right now, so no downhill. He's just keeping him nice and warm, and he's doing a good job following me here, so we'll get him up there.
About 2 miles later, we reached the final 3 switchbacks and we could finally see the peak, except it just seemed so out of reach. So I stopped for about 10 minutes preparing for the last half mile. I had about 1,000 more feet to go, and I was actually debating turning around, but I ate another sandwich and I decided to go for it.
Hey, Scott.
How we doing?
Oh man, we're at 13.1 and a half, 13.2, 400-500 feet more to go. He's about to lose his noodles. He's about to throw up. He's holding it in.
Oh my gosh, dude.
We got two more. Let's see, 1, 2, 2.5 more switchbacks to go, and he's there.
Oh my gosh. Dude, he can taste it, huh?
Oh, he can taste it. He does not want to give it up, and he's like, I'm gonna
to be this close.
He's like, I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up.
Oh my gosh. Oh jeez.
Well, how you doing?
Good. This is only about 6%. This isn't bad yet.
No, this is good.
And I think the turn is really close.
It is really close.
Yeah, so seriously, I only have one more 10% grind.
Yeah.
Maybe 15%. Like, I got this.
You got this. You're there.
Because I can just spin here. When it gets steep, I can't spin, and that's what kills me.
Yep. No, I know.
Yeah, I think this is seriously the last.
Yeah, you got one more kick up, and that's it. You're good.
That's the last turn.
I know, last turn. Couple more bends and some big climbs. One more climb. Oh, came up through there. That canyon, I'm shaking because it's cold. Holy moly. My blood's not pumping like his. Come on, Josh. Come Come on, Josh! You got this! Man, you're almost topped out. You feeling okay?
Yeah, I'm feeling alright.
Topping out, you're 13 something plus 6 something. 13.5 and a half, he says. Oh, got the observatories in front. Check it out. 200 yards. Come on, you got it. Yeah. Yeah. Come on, you're there. You are there. You can throw up there. Woo! Crank that one up. Rear on. Just crank it up. Fan up. There we go. Ah.
That's brutal.
That's brutal. Look at this. Look at this. You did it. Josh. I'm shaking so bad. Bud. Way to go.
The hardest climb in the world.
Oh.
My goodness.
You can lay down. You can lay down. I can't stop shaking, sorry. I'm trying to hold it still.
You're fine. The 09 stabilizes really good.
What does?
The Hero 9.
That's good.
Stable.
That's good, that's good. There's Josh on the ground.
I was finally able to reach the last few turns and summit, and I immediately laid down in the middle of the road, wasted. My final time was about 8 hours and 59 minutes. So I beat 9 hours, and that's the longest I've ever been on a bike. That's 9 hours riding uphill with nothing to eat. So I was pretty hungry, and it's estimated I burned about 4,500 calories, which is a lot. All right, we took some pictures and started heading down, this time with amazing views because it was light outside, and it's definitely a day to remember. But wait, the best part is yet to come. We started talking with the rangers in the local bike shop later that day, and we made a discovery that I might be the youngest person to ever summit on a bike. They watch everybody who goes up there, and they've never seen anybody younger. It's not guaranteed, but there is a chance that I'm the new world record holder.